Batman once went to a planet where he was Superman on that bitch. Called his ass Super Batman. So you know right now Batman's dealing with Zur-En-Arrh, his evil personality. Zur-En-Arrh is the name of the planet that he went to where he was Superman. And you see Zur-En-Arrh right here, right? He is the Batman of that Earth. So you want to go read Batman issue 113. It's the 1940s run, where he was Batman, the Superman of Planet X. So what happened was Batman was finna go out on the patrol, right? But something wasn't right, because usually Robin always go with him, but he's in his bed. Then they say, you know what? He was in this fucking bat plane. He's like, what the fuck is going on? My head is spinning. Then suddenly he wasn't on the bat plane no more. He was on planet Zur-En-Arrh. And Batman to Zur-En-Arrh teleported him there. Batman was like, why are you wearing that costume? You look like a futuristic version of him. He said, true, that's because I'm the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. Through a powerful telescope, I observed your every move. It inspired me to play the same role here. So then he gets to giving him a tour. He takes him to this place that basically is like the Batcave because he emulated it. He shows him his Batmobile and his Batplane. Then he shows him his most valuable object, which is very important. It's called the Bat Radiant. It issues electronic molecules that cause controlled disturbances in the atmosphere. With it, he is able to jam atmospheric molecules, even render useless motors, the jet cars used by fleeing enemy. So normally he receives his bat signal on his teleview screen. But he said he wanted to show him the problem that's confronting his world. The screen come on and there's these damn alien invaders coming with they weapons that's no match for anybody on that earth. Batman says, well, your science is far advanced. What the fuck am I supposed to do? He said, you'll be surprised. Watch this when I shoot this ray gun at your ass. He's like, hold on, what you doing? Blah, blah, blah. He says, these ray bullets would destroy anybody on our planet, but observe, they bounce off you. He's like, fantastic. Why? Because the elements in your world make your people a race of super creatures compared to us. Here, try bending this metal, one of the hardest allies known to us. He bends the fuck out of it like taffy. Batman and Zur-En-Arrh said, no mortal on my planet can do that. Now come outside, I'll show you something else. He told his ass to jump in the air. He's like, great guns, I can fly almost like a bird. Yes, our relatively weak gravity is no match for you Earthian muscles. You're right, here on your planet I become like my friend Superman on Earth. I summoned you. Now too soon already, the invasion has started. Listen, go boom, boom, boom. So they started fucking the city up. Everybody was evacuating this shit, right? Then these motherfuckers talking about some surrender now or we ain't gonna fuck y'all up, right? That's when Batman came soaring through there. It's like, what the fuck type of creature is that? This motherfucker Batman smashes right through they damn they cannons and shit. He's talking about what an eye opener it would be for Superman to see me now. Then fiery nuclear orbs capable of disintegrating anything in their path are unleashed by the invader. Batman picks some shit up right and slaps that bitch like super golf over to where they damn headquarters at. They talking about some, we didn't expect any inhabitants of this planet to be this powerful. So they started to fire at his ass. He was happy as hell. As soon as he started getting closer to him, they damn disappeared and shit. He's like, now they become invisible. Not even my superpowers can touch them. Now maybe Talano, which is Batman of Superman, Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, can help. So he goes back to the Batcave, right? And he was like, after your battle, the picture of the thing went off. Then they faded out. Batman was like, that's because they got the power of invisibility. You got any idea how we can cope with this invisibility? He said at the moment, no, but wait, another picture is coming in. They become visible again. They were some robots. He rushed in there to go fight them and shit, right? But as soon as he was about to go fight them, this dude pulled this goddamn switch and they went invisible again. But then some invisible hand grabbed his ass. He's like, I can't fight like this. I wonder how my friend Superman would handle this situation. He punches the bitch, right? But he says he can't fight him if he can't see him. That's when back at the Batcave, Batman and Zur-En-Arrh figured out to use his bat radiant. So he jumps into the bat jet, right? And he turns on the bat radiant. The electronic molecules are streaming forth. The atmosphere will be disturbed. Then I will know if my theory is right. That shit makes the damn robots fucking visible. So Batman goes to this tower, right? Make that bitch into a motherfucking string. Then wrap their ass up by the feet. Then take their ass over here and smash their ass into a junk pop. Nah, basically took him home. But before he left, he let him keep the bat radiant just because he wanted them to have it. It wouldn't work on Earth, but he wanted them to have it. So Batman was back in the bat plane. And he said he was only gone for a few seconds, which was hours on Planet X. He said it would be far easier to consider this a dream, but how can I? For in my hand, I hold the bat radiant. Remember this saying, because in August of 2008 in issue 678 of Batman, we see he still got that bitch. The bat radiant is turned on. The electric molecules are streaming forth. Not only that, the motherfucker went crazy, right? Then you see him with this damn needle and fucking string in his hand, making his suit As he said, it would be far easier to consider this a dream, but how can I? But how can I? For I hold the Bat Radio, and I am Batman, the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. Then in issue 679, Batmite tells him that he wants him to blame Zur-En-Arrh, a place you once saw in a flashback, a hallucination induced by Professor Milo's gas weapon. A planet with two Batmen where you are super strong, invulnerable, immortal with the technology and mentality of advanced double called Tiano for a buddy. He says all this stuff came out during the trauma of the space isolation experiment. You took part of it for the army, remember? Which is when Doc Hurt got the idea to use Zur-En-Arrh as a hypnotic trigger phrase that would give him the power to switch off Batman anytime he wanted. But it didn't pay to underestimate Batman, does it? Something here a long time ago, call it a miracle on the crime alley. From the sad graveyard, ashes of a little boy's worst nightmare, something unforeseen arose, didn't it? As you see him up here watching the old Zorro movies when he was a kid with his dad and mom, just before they got killed. Batman thinks of everything. Batman even prepared for a psychological attack with the backup identity, remember? He made a secret self to save him, the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. Now you know the original origins to Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, his other personality.